Open Your Eyes is brought to you by the Belize Bank, our country, your bank, and Smart, bringing people together.
Live from the GBM studios in Belize City, it's Open Your Eyes. Start your morning right with your hosts, Sabrina Daly and Paul Lopez.
Good morning and welcome to Open Your Eyes.
Start your morning right.
I'm Sabrina Daly.
And I'm Paul Lopez.
And What the Friday? And
What
also,
the
where
Friday?
is April? It is a beautiful Friday morning, and of course, we have come to grow accustomed to having three faces here. But April's not in-house this morning, but girl, if you're tuning in, we miss you. But let's move things along. We do have some wonderful conversations and fun segments to look forward to this morning, this Fun Friday. Starting off with our friends from Grace Kitchen. They'll be joining us to whip up a meal, a honey jerk seasoning chicken kebab. Also, we'll be chatting with Nicole Craig as she has recently dropped her new album, How I Got Here. Also, we'll be joined by TR Shine. He will be unveiling his latest song. And then since we'll be having two artists in the house, how about a little artist versus artist? How well do they know music? Those are some of the fun conversations we have lined up for you this morning. Paul,
Excellent.
How you doing?
I'm doing fine. It's Friday.
It's Friday.
It's What the Friday, and you know, here on Open Your Eyes on Fridays, we have our call-in segment.
Yes.
Where we discuss some of the trending topics, some of the hot topics, and then we have our viewers call in and basically give their input. I really enjoyed last week's conversation.
Yeah.
On land, and it seems, well, at least it opened my eyes to the fact that a lot of people are having land issues.
Yes.
And that a lot of people are interested in having that conversation and giving their input and take, right? And I'm certain that those in authority, or at least those that can make a difference, some of them may have tuned in and were able to hear some of those concerns. And I think that's why this morning show segment is important, because where people don't have a voice to say what they have to say to the relevant authorities, they can bring it on here on this platform. We'll listen, and it also gets across the airwaves for those in authority that can make a difference to listen. And so with that, these are the 5 things you need to know, the 5 topics that we have on the list for this morning. The first, zero tolerance for unsafe driving. Road safety is a responsibility, not an option. That's a conversation about road safety and how we as Belizeans or motorists are being responsible on the highways or irresponsible on the highways. Secondly, big conversation that we plan to have further discussions about into the weekend and next week. Prime Minister leads high-level delegation to trilateral meeting in Mexico. Big things that happen over there in Mexico.
Yeah.
We actually have a reporter joining them over the weekend to participate in that, ask questions and provide coverage. Thirdly, home invasion in Blackman Eddy leaves 1 dead and 3 injured. Quite a dramatic situation
this one was big.
in Blackman Eddy village yesterday. We'll definitely touch on that this morning. Fourth, there was a situation in Bay Vista over the course of the week where an individual lost their lives. And so this is about the story about a mother who fled her country in Central America in search for safety in Belize. However, it ended in tragedy, though she, in essence, is safe. Her child, her son, lost his life in Belize during an altercation, a situation that no mother wants to face. And so these are some of the topics that we'll be discussing this morning. And of course, we'll have the lines open for the Get the Facts segment. That's what we call it here on What the Friday. And the phone number to call in is 280-0016. right? So perhaps we could start with number 3 on the list. Home invasion in Black Manatee leaves 1 dead and 3 injured.
Yeah,
What do you say?
this was one of those stories I think no one ever wants to experience, but the moment that it was covered and we were able to understand the dynamic of what took place, there was almost kind of like a celebration for the persons involved. And when I say persons, I mean the nature of this story was that there was a home invasion in Black Manatee, and a female, an elderly woman, ended up defending herself and her family, and that resulted in the fatal injury of one of the intruders. I understand that there were 2 persons who intruded the home. One fled and the other stayed. I don't think that this is something anyone ever wants to be in a position to try to defend themselves and protect their lives and their loved ones. But I have to say, wow, such a crazy story, first off, but really kudos to that lady who fought for her life and for the safety of her other family members as well, who I also understand are also elders too.
Yeah.
Yes?
So within the home, there were 3 individuals, a 70-year-old, a 65-year-old, the homeowner, and a 57-year-old. So it depends on what you call elderly, but these individuals are definitely up there in age and living a peaceful life by all accounts. And I see you all out there in the public hailing them, praising them for their bravery, for their courage in fending off these intruders. And the question has also been asked, what would you do?
Yeah.
Right? What would you do? And there's also the aspect of safety in your homes, and the aspect of which here we reach the most extreme level where an individual lost their life, and you have to take that into account. Now it's an intruder that lost his life. Clearly he shouldn't have been where he was at the time when those fatal injuries were inflicted upon him, but nonetheless a life was lost and a family is grieving. And so the discussion surrounding that is, what would you have done? And is this family in the right to use such force to defend themselves and in the eventuality take a life, right? And so that's perhaps in part the debate going on about the loss of life in a situation like this. And I completely get it. When adrenaline is high, when there is a rush in the moment, somebody is in your home, and everything just happens so quickly.
Yeah, but I could imagine being in that position where they are intruding in your private property. It's kind of like kill or be killed, you know?
Right.
And I know that that's what everyone in a position like that might be thinking. You don't come here and say, hey, I could steal your phone. Okay, you know what? Give me a right tag wine.
Yeah.
No.
You gotta fight for it.
You want to fight for it.
Yeah.
And so I imagine anybody in that position, and you can call in and state your thoughts. Would you have just gone about and maybe try to restrain the person and say, okay, police officer, come? Or in the heat of the moment, would you do what you need to do to ensure that you are safe and your loved one is safe?
Or would you have just told the intruder, all right, take what you want, but
That's another fair
not
point, yeah.
harm the family? Coming out of it, however, there is a great deal of trauma that the family has to deal with. When you think of the 65-year-old Miss Nadia Ireland, when you think of 70-year-old disabled Patricia Ireland, when you think of Eustace, 57-year-old, and them having to come to terms with the fact that at the end of the day, a life was lost.
Yeah.
They were forced to take a life. Nobody, I would imagine,
Wants to do that.
At least individuals that are upstanding members of a community, contributing members of society would want to do that, much less do so in their own home, where they have to live. They have to live in that living room and enjoy family time in that living room, that very living room where they were forced to take a life. But that intruder also had no right to be in that house.
I also worry about, what their safety might be like now, because as you mentioned, a life was lost. And I don't know, I've never been in a position like that, but I imagine they might also now worry of their safety. And I think I saw a comment just moments ago on our Facebook page where a person was saying that although they're happy that no one was harmed, as in the persons who lived on the property, they may now have to worry about their lives being in danger. Mm-hmm. And that's something that also crossed my mind, and I brought it up before, but I go back to the same thing, Paul. When you're in a position like that, a lot of times these intruders, they come with some type of weapon, either to intimidate or to actually use. And if you're in a position where you need to protect yourself, you don't know if that intruder is just there to flash a fake gun or flash a machete. You have to protect yourself.
Yeah, but I also considered what it says, and I'm no alarmist, but about the state of the nation and the state of people's minds and where we currently are, where crime is concerned. The fact that criminals are so emboldened, they're so emboldened that they feel it like that they feel brave enough to enter somebody's home, right? And in the home of some of the, or at least what they consider to be the most vulnerable, and these are vulnerable people in terms of their age, and to enter somebody's home and do such a thing, I think it speaks to the safety concerns that many people have, many of us have across this country. And so then the question is, what must we as a society, what must we as citizens now do to further protect ourselves? Or what are we now being forced to do to further protect ourselves, to further protect our homes, to further protect our families and protect our lives? Does it mean now that each house must have a security camera?
And is that even enough?
Right, even in a village where it's often peaceful. Does it mean that we all have to have security cameras? Does it mean that we all now have to fence our yards? Does it mean we all have to get some pit bulls and
big
some
dogs,
bull mastiffs to ensure that these criminals don't feel as emboldened to enter homes?
All right, well, we have a caller coming in. Good morning, caller.
Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Hi, yes, go ahead, caller.
Hi, morning, Sabrina and Paul.
Hi, yes.
This is Diane, and I'm listening, and very, very necessary topic this morning, and educational at the same time. And my response is in support of what took place, where the person took upon themselves the responsibility to protect the rest of the family and herself.
Right.
And you're right to say, should that person had taken such steps to do that, where one is left dead. The thing is that you don't know the frame of mind that individual is in, and how capable are you to create some kind of bargain with them and they would just leave? Because remember, you're looking at them, and so I think that individual just did what they felt was the right thing to do. It's like any other normal human being why you see fight. Because if you're interfering or hurting someone that I love, I have to respond. Now, what I am almost positive is that when you are defending yourself, you don't really realize to what extent you're harming the other person that would cause death. All you know is that you have to do something to protect. And let me take it and I'll end this quickly. you know how society is, that we judge and we point the finger. If she did not protect her family, there would have been a thread of comments saying, if it was me, I would have done this. You could not find something to do this. So it's an immediate reaction, and she did what she needed to do to protect her family. Again, I think this is where the system comes in, where citizen security takes place, and the system has to put something in place to protect that family.
Yes.
At least just for a period of time, to know that they'll be safe, or they themselves, if they can find someone who could protect themselves. And the message at the end of the day, because I know only my husband and I live together, what do you do to protect yourself?
Indeed.
Exactly.
Do you get a weapon? Do you go and learn how to use a gun?
Are dogs enough?
It's getting serious. And you say dogs, but these criminals, trust me, they come in equipped to kill your dog if they want to kill you.
That is true.
So, great topic, guys, and I'm here listening. Have a blessed day and weekend.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
Miss D. We appreciate your contribution to the conversation.
Yeah, that's such an informative call right there from that caller, asking all the right questions, right? And speaking about the fact that, which I agree with, that in the moment when you are as a citizen defending yourselves and with the adrenaline, you aren't considering for yourself how much harm you're inflicting on the perpetrator, in this case the intruder. All you're thinking within that short span of time, because it really happens within a quick time, is defending, protecting, safeguarding. And it so happened that in this case the intruder lost his life. And the element, which is the age element, it's a huge component here.
Yes, I agree.
It's a huge component here, because
Preying on a vulnerable population.
we're not talking about young, healthy, strong individuals like yourself and myself. We're talking about elderly persons. And for me, that's what makes it far more sinister, but it's also what takes the bravery and the courageous response to a whole nother level. That's years of wisdom, years of courage built up that you can't get overnight. And this is why Miss Nadia is being celebrated as a hero, as somebody brave and courageous, that she would protect her 70-year-old sister and also pretty much look after her 57-year-old nephew. But going back to the conversation about what now should we as a society consider in terms of our own safety and our own citizen security and our own home safety. And the extremity of that conversation speaks to arming ourselves, which is a conversation that I'm not sure we're ready to have, I'm not sure it's a conversation that a lot of people are open to having in terms of training yourself on how to use a firearm, in terms of getting the necessary license, because these men came with a gun.
Yeah.
They did not come bare hands.
And they usually never do, Paul. An intruder doesn't normally go there empty-handed and just, hope to intimidate. They go with a weapon to use in most cases. I get it. I get what you're saying about for example, having a weapon, a gun in this case, in your home for protection or on your person for protection. It might be a conversation that we might be seeing taking place more often. I think it's still a little bit more on the controversial side, and that's because a lot of people aren't necessarily used to it. But I think this is still an important conversation for us to have. Whatever your choice of weapon is, as long as it's legal and it's licensed, take that measure if you feel that you need that for your safety. One of the things that was crossing my mind was the way that we are looking at citizen security, as Ms. Diane mentioned. In a lot of cases, we used to tend to cover more of these types of crimes in urban areas, but we're looking at rural communities now that are said or were considered to be more safer.
For sure.
These are the type of communities that are getting targeted now.
Yeah.
And I think it really goes to show that there's a bigger picture, there's a bigger problem taking place.
Yeah, mommy made the sleep with the window open.
Yeah.
How much, I grew up that village, how much I don't know about village life.
If I tell you about my village, like freedom, I wouldn't even do it.
So it's a case where you can't even sleep with your window open, and
no community is
I like what the police is saying here, because I have a question, but I like what the police is saying here in their report, that Miss Nadia feared for the safety of her life and her family, and she reacted in the manner that she did. Yeah. So in their initial statement, the police, based on my interpretation, is ruling this or viewing it as some sort of self-defense. But there's a question still to be asked, and it's a controversial one, but when does it go from protecting yourself, self-defense, to using excess unnecessary force that leads to the loss of life in a situation like this? And I know I don't see people they suck their teeth on TV like power you are such a ridiculous question, right? But it's a question that is worth having worth asking in terms of this conversation. You asked it earlier. Is there a scenario where this individual or in any case similar can be subdued and wait for the police to come, or is it a case where this level of deadly force had to be used to bring down the individual? Now, we weren't inside, but based on the information we've received, it appears to be the latter, where it was a case where this individual was using excessive force, and as a result, there was a need for this level of fatal force to be used.
Well, this is a question we definitely want to pose to you guys tuning in. Of course, our number is 280-0016. Just as you just said, Paul, where does that line go from self-defense, protecting yourself, to using forceful nature and actually murdering someone?
Yeah, well, in this case, you're taking your life, right? But it's a case of self-defense nonetheless. Now, in terms of protecting our own lives and protecting that of our homes, clearly there is a need for further investment. You have, now it seems like you have to spend that money.
Yeah.
You have to spend your money for putting burglar bars. You have to spend your money for build your fence. You have to spend your money for put security cameras, because where citizen security is concerned, we are no longer at a place where we were, at least in these rural communities. And in part, I know that the conversation will go back to the Minister of Home Affairs, the Commissioner of Police, the Police Department. It will go back to policing and what police officers and the entire force is doing to curb these sort of incidents. And I could already hear in part their response to the extent that, well, there's no way we could have predicted this. And yes, there's no way that we could have predicted something like this happening. But then it also begs the question, why are criminals so emboldened? Why do they feel so courageous to do such a thing? Why aren't they having second thoughts about these sort of incidents or carrying out these sort of crimes? And clearly, in part, it looks as if we're not afraid for the police, or we're not afraid for the law, we're not afraid for the consequences.
Yeah.
We are in or out, we are escaped from it. And it's sad that we are there as a nation where people feel like they could just get away with things like these.
Well, we have a caller hoping to share his or her thoughts. Good morning, caller.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. I'm hearing it, Michelle. Things it goes right back to everything. The way of life in this country. We have to spend for our citizens' money. We have to spend. But where does money come from when we have to spend? You go back to them. Why are the criminals being so bold?
Caller, quickly, not to interrupt you, but you're coming in a bit muffled. I'm not sure what's happening there. If you could speak a bit more clearer, or sorry to interrupt.
How about now?
Yeah, all right.
Yes,
I think we hear you
that's a
clear
bit
now.
better.
Yeah, go ahead.
So we beg the question, why the criminals are so bold? Right? The question is still asking the background of where this criminal, what is their family relation, and so on, so on, so on. So we have a bigger problem.
Tell me.
It's the entire way of life for Belize. It's the entire economic situation. And it just trickles, and trickles. Yeah, that's my take on this matter.
So just before you go, caller, am I to understand that in part you're saying that because people feel strained economically, they feel pressured to commit these sort of crimes?
Well, I don't want to say that, but when different people react differently under pressure,
Yeah.
right? And pressure is a plug. So it's a rippling thing.
Okay.
Caller, what do you think is the general steps that we should be taking now to protect our homes and to protect ourselves now? I mean, we were just talking about having dogs and maybe even carrying a personal a weapon for protection. Do you think that we need to amp it up in this day and age now?
We can only do with what we have.
Yeah.
That's true.
Right? So I leave it at that. It comes back to the economics and the stability of financial situation of each family. You know, you can. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Carla. I think the caller will definitely touch some people's buttons.
Yeah.
I certainly I don't know that I 100% agree with that statement in terms of
It's a reflection of the financial situations of
not
people?
necessarily, but that people, because of their economic situation and the pressures on their economic situations, have to, if that's the word, go and commit a crime like this.
Well, before you state your thoughts, although you already sort of started, let's get another caller coming in this morning. Good morning.
Morning.
Morning, go ahead.
I want to kind of I don't want to say debate the point of the previous caller, but I kind of have a lead story, right?
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
I remember years ago, I had a friend who fatally lost her sibling because intruders wanted to rob them, and her father came to the defense of his family, but unfortunately they were harmed. Now keep in mind, this family didn't have any weapon on them, so that was what caused the loss of her sibling and her father being injured.
Man.
Somebody said, oh, well, the young boy have no opportunities, so he had to do that. But this was a hard-working family.
I agree.
So I don't personally see where if somebody could take the little that they have to make a means for themselves should be in harm's way because somebody in similar situation might not want to take that avenue in providing for themselves. I do believe, though, with this situation, it is showing more that there needs to be more form of national security priority for circling communities. I mean, how often does a rural community now see police just circling around? I mean,
That's true.
for citizens to invest in weapons to protect themselves, but we have the police, that kind of feels scary to me to think that maybe one day I have to buy a firearm to protect my family. So that's just my point.
What's your thoughts on the force used by the homeowner? You believe is justified?
Well, I think in certain instances when you can imagine being in your house and not you're relaxing and then somebody, or so you're sleeping and somebody's intruding.
Right.
Maybe the level of trauma, knowing that I don't know what they might have on them, but I know that this is my house and my safety. The reaction may have caused that. But I can say maybe in instances where you have people where it could have just been our hurt you until police come. But I can't be a judge of a situation that I don't see what had caused that happening, the fatality happening.
All right.
Well, thank you
It's
so
just
much.
the trauma and the person's judgment will cause the end result.
When you're in that position, I think, and I go back to the same thing that I was saying earlier, caller, I think when you're in that position, you are not aware of what type of negotiation can take place, especially if that person, if that person came to you with a weapon, and in this case there were two persons, one fled. We don't know at what point that person fled, so that's even worse. I think in that position you just want to protect yourself. When adrenaline peaks, and there was someone else that said that right here,
Caller,
Samson
thank
Jacobs.
you so much.
Thank you, yes. Samson Jacobs said, if you ask me, the elderly woman took justice in her own hands. The intruders entered her home, her private space, and as such, she reacted on her impulse and safety.
Yeah, I saw comments also on Facebook where one individual said that, I think it was Manny, who said that his only regret with this situation is that the second intruder got away, and that the second intruder didn't meet the same fate as this individual who lost his life. The caller brings up an important topic, though, or an important aspect, and that of policing, right? And that of community, ensuring that these communities have around-the-clock patrols. One, I could hear the police department, based on previous interactions, saying, well, you have to understand that we have limited police, but I also could hear them saying, but we do these patrols regularly.
I really want to contribute to that point that you mentioned, but we have a caller coming in. Good morning, caller.
Morning.
Morning, go ahead, caller.
Hello?
Yes, what's your thoughts?
Good morning.
I really want to contribute.
Yes, you have to lower your television or mute it altogether and listen to us through the phone. All right, thank you. Ali sector then, birds. One. All right, go ahead.
All right, I really listened to the program and wanted to talk about this morning concerning this thing that happened on the road up here, and with this chopping up in the house and thing, right?
Tell me.
The young lady said, I don't know his name, but he asked some question what you think they should do. The lady do the right thing, man. He protect himself.
Yeah.
He protect himself, that is true about the whole thing. We bring up another talking about it, but you know, you got people here like, I'm against the good and against bad, right? So, but the lady do the right thing, to be honest with you, because they know outside this thing happening, I know that inside of the house. You know what I mean? And like what they said, there's some big, strong man, young man, then, we're going out and the people that look funny, and one ex-caller mentioned was due to
economics.
Like no job, no work, no money. No, man, no, that no start that. That's nothing to do with this. Nothing at all to do with it. So you know what, the people do the right thing, and like I said, me asked earlier, what you think that you got to do what you got to do in the community of house, my boy.
Yeah. But you as a
like the thing is, if I me, man, I know if I can live in my house again. This is the thing we talk about.
Yeah.
So we bring up. I don't know if I could live in my house again once that. If I'm in the yard, they are right, but in my house, that like you see that all over,
yes,
and it could be like that humidity down there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm sorry you happen to say, but the lady do what you have to do, man. I really proud of that lady. I have my people and they do that. And that's what we have to do. Because either way, they can kill you.
Yeah.
Because when they come to kill, they can kill you, pal. Because they there forget where and you're not sitting and things and so.
Right.
So, man, a nice family we put together right there, so I'm like, blessed, man. I'm like, you know what? And the policeman into the policeman, they can't stop everything to you, no, pal, because they're not the pan set all the time, right? You know what I mean? So we have to reason with the policeman into, but we're part and do wrong, we have to bring it out to at the same time.
Correct.
You know what I mean? Because that day start, man, the policeman have to start come among the people, come, we have to get that trust back, man. We have to get that trust. You know what I mean? We don't know for lead, pal. From the colonial days gone now, the lead started to get out of hand from the 70s, you know it is. You think so gradually that the whole from then till now, gradually things get and surprise get now. You know what I mean? So you come from far, pal, and a really sad story that happened to the country too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean concerning that. The police, like I said, the police they can't do everything, but you got some crooked one in there too. You know what I mean? And we have to straighten up anything there. And that's why this 13th Amendment, when you talk about, that's not fix nothing. So you know what? We don't deal with that. We don't want that. Because it don't work. It's not going to work. We have to go back to, if I give you a bigger tools box, they're going to tools box, they run out of tools, right?
Yeah.
But they use the tools back, my boy. The tools only as good as the man behind it.
That's true.
Really and truly, the tool only as good as the man behind it, pal. That's why they have themselves get a bigger tools back and do the same thing. Yeah. They have to go back to the policeman and on the street at the same time.
Yeah.
You know, go back on the policeman because you know what, we have to retrain them, boy. We have to call in them, boy. You know, call in them, boy, and make them understand, like, you know, we return enemy against our own people too, man. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Make no sense.
All right, Carla. Well, thank you so much for your very passionate input.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much.
Yeah.
You know, there's been wonderful contributions so far. I want to go to 2 points that were mentioned, or a point that was mentioned by 2 callers so far, and that has to do with sort of like this overbearing responsibility on police officers that sometimes it feels like are not enough for the community, depending on the size of it. And I really wanted to make a point because it was just interestingly last week, the community that I come from, which is from the rural parts, Boom, there was a report of a burglary, or at least an attempted burglary in a home that took place. And I have to commend the police officers that are stationed there because aside from trying to figure out and investigate what was taking place, they took it a step further and they sent out mass messages to numbers of persons in the community that they have.
Like in a community group?
Yes. And I actually got the message as well. And I could read the message. It said, "Good afternoon, Boom community. I would like to inform you all to report any suspicious persons wandering within your area, especially at nighttime. Let's try to maintain your community a crime-free one. Yesterday, we had an attempted robbery within an estate area, and a person was hit to the head but managed to call for help. 2 suspicious male persons of dark complexion were seen running away. We cannot have these persons trying to terrorize the village. If anyone have or see anyone suspicious, please report it or text me privately so we can put these persons out of circulation. Working together, we can have a safe community."
What do you mean by put those persons out of circulation?
The point is, Paul, and I have to also say, these police officers are not originally from Boom either.
Yeah.
But the care that they are taking, the step that they are taking to try to ensure that the community remains a safe one, I have to commend.
Yeah.
It's not always easy to have all of these patrols taking place, especially when some of these villages are bigger, they're growing, people are moving there. But there are unique ways that you can take. There are innovative ways that you can try to work with the community. And so that's, I think, my next point, the responsibility that we all have to work together as well. Of course, in this case, I think the nature of the crime, it happened the way it did.
Yeah.
But if you see someone roaming around in your community and it looks suspicious. Report it as well.
Yeah, it's a good point, Sabrina, because I will tell you that we didn't only yesterday stop at the home where the incident happened, but we spoke to residents in the area in general. And guess what? They were all alarmed. They were all concerned. And when they felt like it was safe, they all went to this family's aid. One person called police, one person pull out a flashlight and start search, like big flashlight, and start search around the bush just to see if anything that happened. People quickly went to this family's aid.
And you know why, Paul? Because today for you, tomorrow for me.
Right. Well,
you have
hopefully
to protect.
tomorrow, not for me tomorrow.
Yeah, but that's how it works. You have to be able to protect yourself because you never know. It might be your time today, but it could be mine tomorrow.
So interesting statistics. And because when you spoke about burglary, I had to bring up the statistics that the Belize Police Department shared about the burglary statistics for this for the first 2 quarters of 2025, right? And what we're seeing, which is alarming, but it speaks to this as well, is that there has been a 9% increase in burglaries, or at least incidents, or these are the reported burglaries between the first quarter and the second quarter. Here's the numbers. In the first quarter of 2025, we witnessed 130 incidents of burglaries were reported. 130.
Wow.
In the second quarter,
that's only 3 months.
when the second quarter, it went up. Actually, no, it was 142. So an increase of 12. So there's clearly people out here intent on breaking into homes. There's clearly people intent on wreaking this sort of havoc on society, and the police clearly has their work cut out for them. Interestingly, the numbers are down compared to 2024 January to June and 2025 January to June. It's down by 4% in that while it is increasing in the second quarter in 2025, overall for the first 6 months over the last 2 years, compared for the last 2 years, it's kind of down. But again, 272 reports of burglaries within the first 6 months of 2025. Most of them, the majority, don't end in the burglar or the intruder losing their life, right? And sometimes it's because the family is not at home, but we've heard cases where families are tied up. We've heard cases where families are held hostage. We've heard a lot of these heinous incidents taking place, right? And in this case, that one family, though unprepared, was ready to go face to face with this intruder. So we're going to keep the lines open just for a brief moment. We only have a couple more minutes for you to give your input on this topic. But we want to thank the callers that have given their input so far for calling in and making their thoughts known. Sabrina, the conversation you raised about community coming together, I think that's what should punctuate this conversation, because I've seen where in communities across the country they set up community groups, community watch groups, right? And I would encourage that. We have another caller.
We have one last caller we are going to take this morning. Good morning, caller. All right.
Yeah, so
as
these
we load
community
that up,
watch groups, I think, is important. It's just so hard in certain communities where individuals fear for the safety of their lives.
all right. Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm just calling to feeling my thoughts on the situation,
Yeah, go ahead.
because a lot of, it's brought out the community just, some people feel like what she did was wrong. Some people think that she defended herself. But as a relative of hers, I think it's really heartbreaking that some people like feel like she did something wrong, or are making her feel like she did something wrong. But you need to understand, like, they're very like old in age, you know. So like when she spoke to us and she told us like what really like her encounter, like it really broke our hearts because they're like our great aunts. So now you can imagine you get up and open a door and you get eye to eye with someone, and then someone else has your sister with a gun to their head.
Yeah.
I feel like it took courage of like what she did, and like what she said, the only thing she could have thought like in that point of time was to protect her sister, because her sister is defenseless. She can't do nothing. She can't walk.
Yeah.
So like I feel like yes, a life was lost. But if she didn't have the courage that she did and didn't defend her household, then it could have definitely been worse.
Well, thank you so
And
much
then
for
I feel
your...
like it doesn't have anything to do about the community, like no jobs or nothing like that. I feel like people just lazy because 2 days back they robbed a Mennonite right by the Chinese in front of everybody till 5 o'clock. So I feel like it's just lazy.
For you as a citizen caller, do you feel the need to further safeguard yourself, your home, your family? And how do you consider doing that?
Oh yes, like we were just talking, like from 5 o'clock now you have to lock your doors, and at one point here we 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and within our village we don't expect nothing like this to happen. Yeah. So now like everybody just feel like we need to do a neighborhood watch or something, because not everybody can afford to get a gun, or I'm not a gun person and I wouldn't advise like for my household to get a gun, but that's not the point where you are now, you know.
Yeah. I gather you're from Black Manatee? Wild
That's
guess.
right.
Exactly. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, caller.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Well, we do want to wrap up the conversation now, but thank you so much to all the callers who joined in on the discussion this morning. I think the resounding message is one, that the person was justified in protecting herself and her family for what took place. I think there's still, though, a greater message of persons being concerned about their safety. Some taking extra measures to protect themselves, and others saying, hey, we might have to just band together as a community and do our part in supporting each other, because not all of us can provide the means to have a weapon or build a fence or get burglar bars. So I think as we wrap up this conversation, it's just really to look out for each other. Yeah. I also want to commend the police officers that are working along with the community members as well in certain villages and in certain parts of the country. I think that is an effective way to go about doing this as well. And so as we close the lines, Paul?
Let me just quickly, as we close the lines, just read a couple of the comments, right? Because people are commenting. So you have Miss Kathleen Flowers saying, just imagine there wasn't the drive to defend themselves. This family could be the one in mourning. The invasive violation warranted the defensive reaction from all three residents. She also says, put these criminals out of circulation. Indeed, I still have to figure out what that means. By any means necessary. Yeah. You have Dion Flowers saying, I think the family force was justified. Also, I think police have a level of confidentiality they must maintain. I feel so police work and disclosure victims' information. Who holds the police accountable for releasing information to criminals? I feel police as well need to face jail time for exposing this sort of information. And then finally, we have Ms. Dan Finnegan saying, what about the trauma the lady is experiencing right now? This lady needs some counseling, because I'm positive that she never thought that she'd kill someone in her lifetime. This is a real traumatic experience for that entire family and by extension the community. And then finally, Bella Mullings says self-defense, point blank, period. And that's a good way to end the conversation.
Alrighty, and it's a good way to segue over to our weather update now. We have a weather update for you guys. Actually, let's take a quick break, Paul. We do have some wonderful conversations coming up. But first, are you hungry? You're thinking about what this weekend's meal will look like? If you're interested in some jerk chicken, we have Grace in the house with us. So we'll take a quick break and we'll come back with our friends from Grace.
Rosetón presenta Los Cumbia Kings. Los Cumbia Kings en concierto. Este 30 de agosto en el Estadio del Pueblo, Universe Belize. Los Cumbia Kings en vivo.
No tengo dinero ni nada que dar.
No te pierdas el concierto del año que te hará bailar como nunca. General 150, VIP 200 y Platino $350. Boletos a la venta en la aplicación QuiPass, disponible en Android y iPhone. También con Orindrag con cuellos, Shell One Stop, María's Café, Lifestyle Beauty Salon y WSK Call Center al 611-3677. Amor Turquesa, Boutique Belmopá. Gracias al patrocinio de
BTV, Mechas, Cuellos, Lock and Loaded, Mar Production, Quick Pass, Lighthouse,
Instituto Nacional de Cultura e Historia y Smart Belize.
Vote for your favorite KTV contestant by texting the number of votes followed by a space, then your contestant's number, and send it to Smart Code 585. Here are this week's contestants.
Yes, love changes everyone. Live or perish in its flame. Love will never let you be the same.
When we dance, you have your way with me. Stay with me, sway with me. Other dancers may be on the floor, dear, but my eyes, they see only you. Only you have that magic technique. When we sway, I go weak.
Since you push my life aside, I'm out of my head, hopelessly devoted to you. Hopelessly devoted to you. Never be enough. Towers of gold are still too little. These hands could hold the world, but it'll never be enough. Never be enough.
Remember, voting ends on Sunday at midnight, and don't forget to tune in every Tuesday at 8 p.m. only on Greater Belize Media.
Easy, accessible, safe, yours. Digi Wallet, easy, accessible, safe, yours.
Welcome back to Open Your Eyes. We are in the kitchen with Grace and you. And of course, Miss Vicky and Marvin, I feel like I don't see you in a long time.
At you.
It
That's
feels
true.
so long. And of
That's
course,
true.
I'm so happy to have you guys here as always. But this morning, we're going to be cooking up some jerk chicken kebabs.
Yes, honey jerk chicken.
Honey jerk chicken
Yes,
kebabs.
yeah.
Which actually, I didn't even know that there was honey jerk seasoning. So we're
yeah.
going to be testing that out this morning. But it's nice to have you guys here this morning.
Yes, good morning as always. Good morning.
So I am going to be a helper in the kitchen this morning.
Yes.
And just tell me what I need to do, and I'm going to do it.
Sure, I love that. I always love a helper. Good morning, guys. As Sabrina mentioned, there's 3 line of jerk season from Grace. There's the mild, the hot, and they have a fairly new one. This honey honey jerk season, and I'm telling you, I tried it yesterday, and it's good.
Okay.
It's good. You try for yourself. If you're not into the heat, there's the mild one. If you want anything spicier, there's the hot one. So that's what we're gonna do. Some you call it kebabs. I don't know what's the difference with the kebabs and the skewers, but we'll be cooking up some amazing meal this morning.
Some chicken on a stick.
Yes, and veg. Yes. Yes, so we have some chicken breast that is already clean, already diced. We used some of the Grace vinegar, and I used some lime as well. So I went ahead and I cube it up, because then that's what we're gonna put on our sticks.
Okay.
So Sabrina's gonna help us this morning.
All right.
Season up.
All right.
And while she's doing that, while I'm instructing her, I'm gonna go ahead and cut some of the veggies that is already washed. We're using 2 color of bell peppers. It's up to you, whatever.
Just because it's pretty.
Yes, whatever color. You can use the red or just the yellow. It's up to you. The onion as well, whatever you want. So
okay. So
chicken,
the first thing, Miss V, I didn't, well, I guess I knew, but I never really considered asking about this. I always thought like jerk seasoning didn't necessarily require separate seasoning.
No, you don't. But today we're just gonna add a little bit more to bring out this jerk flavor. You can just add that, have your chicken marinate, and let's go. It's always good to make sure that the chicken is marinated before. So if you're having a barbecue tomorrow, do it today, put it in the fridge, and man, the flavor will be popping.
Okay.
So like I said, like you asked, you don't need to use any additional seasoning. You can just use the jerk season, and boom, that's it. But just a little bit, we're gonna be adding.
Just for a little razzle dazzle.
Yes.
Add in some
nice.
some extra stuff. Okay,
Yes.
so let's just pour all of these in. This is paprika?
Yeah, we have some paprika that we're gonna add there.
All of it?
Yeah, sure. Okay. Go ahead. Yeah.
Go on.
We have some
red.
complete season. Not a lot of that, because then there's salt in the jerk season as well.
Is that good?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. This is garlic powder?
Yes, garlic powder.
We love garlic.
If you want. Go ahead, put all of that.
All right.
Yeah.
Don't have to tell me twice.
And it's chicken breast. You know, guys, it's not full of fat, so we're gonna add a little bit of oil in this season. It might seem weird, but you'll understand why. We have a mixture of black pepper and salt here.
So that's my next question, because I know that jerk seasoning tends to also be salty or saltier on this.
I'll explain why.
Okay, so
I'll explain why.
All of this?
Go ahead and put it in. Go ahead and put it in. Because then, listen, guys, some people might not know, but when we chop these up, we're gonna add it here. We're gonna add it to the meat, so all the flavoring from that will be on the veg as well. So you will say, but why the salt? Because it's good to season your veg.
All right, well, I trust you.
Yes.
All right.
No, we're not gonna add the parsley as yet. We're not gonna do that. So we have 2 spoons here. We're gonna add 2 spoons of this jerk.
Okay.
The honey one, because that's what we're showcasing today. And jerk season is so amazing,
good.
Guys. It's so amazing.
It smells really, really good.
Yep.
Look at that.
So you want heat, Sab, or you don't want any heat?
Of course I want heat.
All right, so we're going to use a hot one. We're going to use a hot one.
Okay, so
you did 2.
Okay, this that's my first spoon. So go with the second one now.
Sure.
Okay.
Because remember, it's the honey one, so it's not hot.
So that's enough there.
Yes, and then we're going to use the hot one. 1 spoon of that should be good.
Okay. You want to open this for me here, Marvin? All right. It smells really, really good. I can tell you that off the bat.
Already.
I love jerk seasoning. I'm one of those people where I even put jerk seasoning in my noodles sometimes. Don't judge me, Miss V.
No, all right. I'm sorry. All right,
so what is this?
Yes, one of that, because then we don't want it too hot, because then again, everybody heat level is different.
Well, you know what they say. If you can't stand the heat, was that what they meant? I don't know. Anyways, so now we start mixing.
Yes, go right in. Oh, let's add a little bit of oil. Sorry.
Okay, oil.
A little bit of oil. Yes, don't be afraid because then, yeah.
That's
it's chicken breast. And like I said, we don't want it to dry because then we're going to cook it up.
I don't want it.
So as I chop these veg, you don't want them too thin. So about this size should be good, guys, because then we're putting it on the kebab sticks, right? Your choice of pepper, like I said, it doesn't matter what color, it's up to you.
All right, this is coming along nicely. Well, Marvin, since we have you here, I see you also brought some goodies with you. Talk to us about what you have on display this morning.
Yes, so on display is what we do have in our ongoing in-store promotion. No? Like I mentioned, previous shows back, whereby visiting one of your major supermarkets, and if you check the gray shelf, you could purchase 4 Viennas, you get 2 Viennas free. If you purchase 2 patty meat, you also get another patty meat free. We also have our ketchup on promotion, whether it be the hot, whether it be the regular. You purchase 2, you also get another one free. We also have the turbo on promotion, whereby you purchase 3. You purchase 2, sorry, you get another one free. And then new to the turbo line is our turbo in the can.
Oh, tell me about it.
Right, so it's very.
And these are energy drinks.
Yes, these are energy drinks, right? So it's very, I would say, reliable in terms of.
They get the job done. They give you energy.
Yeah, well, of course, it actually the name speaks for it, no? Turbo.
Is this a popular drink? People are purchasing it.
It is a popular drink. Some people actually mix it with several different kind of other additives, no? Right. And then we also have our scented candle, which is another one of our new product, no?
All right. Well, we're gonna get back to you again to go over that once more. Is it safe to start putting the chicken on the stick? Can you hand me the? All right.
Yes, let's.
I think it looks good.
These and just season it. Move it around.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not sure how much you prepared this morning for our camera people and those in production. Yeah.
Oh, look at us being so considerate. We make breakfast for the team.
Yeah. So let me finish with the peppers.
Okay.
And cut up the onion.
So this looks good already, guys. This is what you want it to look like.
Yeah.
You want it to look very
If it don't look like that, because you need to add something more.
Some color, something.
Yes.
All right. So we're gonna move things along. Whee! Marvin, who got dropped this stick? Marvin. All right. So where do we place it? All the way down?
From the top.
Okay.
From the top, and the order of doing it is up to you.
All right.
It doesn't matter how you're gonna assemble it because
we're gonna feel like this one even. All right. And then you go with your
veg if you want. Yeah. Let me move a little bit faster here with the onion.
Then another piece of
meat.
You're
onion lover, Sab?
I love all veg, honestly.
All right.
And if I didn't like it, I want to make sure I like it. I want to force myself to like it.
Yeah.
All right, moving along. We're going yellow, meat, green.
Oh yeah, protein and protein and protein.
Okay, do you space it out?
Yeah, just a little bit. You don't want it too much space.
Okay.
So we have some.
What we're working with right now, people.
Yeah. Because we want everything to cook, right?
I see some people put like pineapples on their kebabs as well.
Yeah.
Do you like that?
Yep.
Okay, are we putting our onion?
I love pineapple, so yeah.
Do you like kebabs, Marvin?
Yes.
Yeah.
I just like protein. Like this I actually think is a really excellent idea if you're trying to eat something a bit more on the healthier side.
Yeah.
Okay. How's that?
Oh yeah.
Is that done, or do we need to put more?
You can put more. You can take it down a little bit more.
Okay.
Yes. Because then we want the juice from everything to come together, but at the same time, we want them to cook.
Yes.
Because it's breast, cook very fast.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right, so let me move things along before they say, Sabrina, how you move so slow in the kitchen? Guys, it's my kitchen.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And as much as you want, it's up to you. Whatever you want to add on it, it's up to you. You can do shrimp.
Yeah.
You can do probably pork. You can probably do beef, but with those, look at that.
That is beautiful.
Yeah,
look at
colorful.
that.
Yeah.
Look at
All
that.
right, so now
put it right here, because then we have that we had, have in our fridge.
Okay.
that we're gonna,
Oh yes,
yeah.
our TV.
Yes, Marvin, would you be so generous to get that for us?
Sure.
Yeah. So we have.
So these were marinated already.
Yes. Yeah. So, I have my grill. Not my grill that will be grilling, but this is what we'll be using today. So, like I said, it's chicken breast. It doesn't have much fat that will come off it, so we're gonna still add a little bit of oil here as we cook up these. So yeah,
all right.
Man, it's good. It smells really, really nice.
It does.
Really, really nice. Yeah. Let's see how that go. Yep. Smells
So
really good
again,
in
this
here.
came from the newest addition to the
honey.
line of jerk seasoning
Yes.
from Grace. This is
Yeah.
honey jerk seasoning.
Yep.
Right.
And of course, you can use this on
Chicken, whatever protein.
whatever meat. I don't know. I put it in noodles. So don't judge me.
I don't see it, but that's
That just
listen,
extra seasoning
listen,
to also spice.
then they are kind of thing where make everybody know where to eat on the inside.
I've been
Right?
judged for less.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
All right, so-
let's is that ready? Can we start putting it
Oh,
on?
listen, this heat is not plain, so
Yeah.
we're gonna you want to do it?
Oh yeah.
All right, let's
so
set it
go.
there.
All right.
Yeah. Put one more. Okay. I'm gonna drizzle a little bit more oil. It might seem like a lot, guys, but we need the chicken. We
To
need the
cook
chicken to cook. Yes. So just wanna stand back a little bit because
right.
yeah.
Stand by, folks.
Yep. And as it's cooked on each side, you just keep on moving it, and we'll see what the honey jerk season does with the meat. It give it a you'll see when we turn it. But yeah, it's amazing. This jerk season is amazing. It's whatever flavor or whatever one you want to use, go ahead and do it. The barbecue is good for anything. Like I said, chicken will be perfect too. So that's what we're using here today. You want heat, the hot one is there. You don't want any heat. Yeah, you can
In
add
terms
whatever you want on this, whatever kind of protein, whatever kind of veg. If you want pineapple, go ahead and add that. It's up to you, whatever you want.
In terms of the heat level, because this morning we not only had 2 spoons of the honey jerk, but we
Yes.
added the extra spicy one as well.
Yes, and that's
is the honey jerk not as spicy, like more on the milder
yes,
side?
it's on the milder side. Well, I found that out. Yeah, it's on
Okay.
the milder side. So, like I said, to balance it, if you want, because you know, jerk season have a spice to it because the amount of spice that they put in it, you know, it's good. And I'm grateful that they have the mild one, because if you don't want too much heat, you can balance the two. So by adding those two together, it's not gonna be too hot, or it's not gonna be mild, but yeah. So if you notice the color that is coming on the chicken there, so we're just gonna keep on moving it around so that, you know, the pinkness and everything will cook, but at the same time flavor is coming through.
It smells really, really good.
Yeah. Just low my heat a bit here. We don't need the fire department here this morning, so yeah. And make sure that all the chicken is cooking.
Guys, would this be something that you would try at home? I mean, we really put this together so quickly just now.
Yeah.
I think this would be a fun type of meal for everyone. Even kids would love to
Help assemble.
Yes,
Yep.
help assemble and eat after as well.
Yep, that's right. So I'm just pressing down the ones that is might not be touching as much, because we don't want to give our people any meat that is not cooked. You know, so just
And this
keep on.
already, this looks like you only have a couple more minutes to go and it's going to be complete.
Yeah. So you just gotta keep moving it, because then you don't want it to burn. We don't have any grill here in the kitchen, but we're trying to achieve that grill mark.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, as we wait for that to finally finish,
Yes.
Marvin, let's go over once more the items that you brought with you, and of course, how people can get them.
Yes, so once again, our in-store promotion is actually countrywide, no? So again, you visit one of your major supermarkets. You utilize the gray shelf, and on those shelves you should find, if you purchase 4 Viennas, whether it be the chicken or it be the hot and spicy, you also get 2 Viennas free. We also have our potted meat, whereby you purchase 2 of the potted meat. You also get another potted meat free. We also have on promotion our ketchups, no? Whether it be the hot, whether it be the regular, you purchase 2 of those, you get another ketchup free. And then we also have the turbo, whereby you purchase 2, just in the bottles though, not in the can.
Okay.
Whereby you purchase 2, and you also get another turbo free.
And this all comes on a specific shelf.
Right, correct.
Yes, so
correct.
when you go to the stores, and Grace products are all over the country,
Right.
check for that specific shelf and you're able to get these items as bonus. And that
Correct.
includes also some candles too that are new in line.
Yes. Well, the candle is not really on promotion, it's just
Okay.
new to our catalog.
Okay,
no?
so
Right.
definitely if you enjoy having a nice scented candle in your home, at work, these are great for you to also get these.
Correct.
All right. Well, Miss V.
And hurricane season, hurricane season, so take advantage of the free stuff that you're getting, guys.
Absolutely. That's an excellent point.
Yeah.
Stock up in your pantry for hurricane season. We're at the peak of it right now, actually. And so that's a great driving point there.
Yeah.
These kebabs, they look like they're just about finished, Miss V.
Yeah, almost. So I'm just keep on moving it because then I want to make sure that all the chickens are cooked. And you will know that it's cooked, you know, when you push down and it's firm. Yeah, it's about that time. And it's breast, so you don't want it to dry out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I don't know about you, but that looked done to me. I'm glad. Don't take that off.
Now some of them, you know, and that's the thing, because then when cutting the chicken, you gotta make sure that they're evenly cut, because then you don't want one side to cook and the other side is not.
Very true.
Cook, you know, because
and because of the way that they're cut in chunks as well, and because they're not necessarily covered and having that opportunity to cook through, you have to be able to ensure that the inside is not raw.
Make sure, and if you're doing it on a grill, it will be good. But like how we're in here, I make sure that I'm lowering the heat, because then you know we don't want it to burn, but we want it to cook. We're almost there, Sam.
Well, if you know when they say if you know bunny not done, do you like?
No, listen, it's chicken. It can't serve the people there raw chicken.
I agree, but also if you know bunny not done.
Yeah, right. All right, we're almost there, guys. We're almost there, and you
what
can
type
have
of sides would you use with this, or do you normally put sides with kebabs?
People do. I will say maybe rice.
Okay.
It's your preference. Because for one like me, I won't do rice because I'm not doing rice right now. So I'll turn off the heat and just have the steam from there, and we'll let them rest a little bit before we put it on our plate. You can probably have tortilla.
Okay.
With it, whatever you choose.
So tortilla you can add with this, corn tortilla, flour, rice even. You can get some potatoes on the side.
I mean, this is nice right here.
Whatever
it's good just like that. Oh, and I forget that tip. When you're using the kebab sticks, it's always good to probably soak it in some water, because then you don't want it to the stick to burn. Because it's heat, right?
That's what we saw there.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a great tip. Thank you for that, Miss B.
Yep. So it's there. That's the jerk. Honey, can you put this
jerk.
over there for me? Oh,
chicken kebabs. Beautiful.
Yeah.
And now we will be plating it.
Yes, and that's where we're gonna put some of our parsley.
Okay. The parsley.
Yeah. Garnish.
It smells so good too.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a great protein-rich meal.
Yes.
This is the one where I say when the show done, I say, hold up, guys! All the time when you eat up the food, and I only watch.
Clean here. Okay. Go ahead and garnish a little. Yeah. Let me move this.
All right. Ooh.
I'm sorry.
All right. The final touch.
Yes.
I'll put a little bit on the plate too, so you look fancy.
What?
There we
go.
Well, Miss V, this looks delicious. This is honey jerk chicken kebabs.
Yes.
You guys saw it yourself how quickly it took to prepare. This is protein packed. You got your veg there as well. You can also get even more fun with it. Add some fruit, maybe cherries, pineapple.
Yeah, whatever
This is
you
something
want.
is also, I think it's fun for you to prepare with your family even.
Yeah, exactly. It's summer, the kids at home, let them help you.
Yeah.
You know, you cut up the veg and everything and just have everything stationed there and let them assemble as they go along. Listen, it will be fun.
Yeah.
It will be fun for them. So yeah, that's it. Our Grace honey jerk kebab.
Well,
Yes.
thank you so much. It looks good. Guys, do not touch the plate, okay? But we're going to send things back over now to Paul, where we have a weather update for you at this time.
Yes.
Excellent, guys. Thank you, Sabrina. There's nothing that says kebab like nice weather and the weekend, right? So we're going to find out what the weather is going to be like today, moving into the rest of the weekend. Today's forecast is going to be sunny with cloudy spells and partly cloudy skies tonight. Showers or thunderstorms will be isolated. So I guess some rain, and it seems like a lot more sun. So who knows? Maybe that barbecue is something to think about. Along the coast today, we're going to have temperatures of 88 degrees Fahrenheit on the higher end, 80 degrees on the lower end. Inland, we're looking at 94 degrees on the higher end and 74 on the lower end. When we get to the hills, things always drop down a bit, 82 degrees Fahrenheit on the higher end, and then all the way down to 68 degrees Fahrenheit on the lower end. Let's look at our extended forecast. Now, Saturday, barbecue day. 87 degrees along the coast, 93 inland. That's really good weather for an outing. And then the temperature goes up a notch on Sunday, 88 degrees along the coast, 94 inland. And then back to work on Monday, just like that weekend done. But the temperature remains 88 degrees along the coast and 94 inland. And then on Tuesday, 89 degrees along the coast and 95 inland. So things really go up a notch where the temperature is concerned on next week. Astronomical forecast. The sun rose this morning at 5:35 a.m. and it's going to set at 6:18 p.m. for all those sunset chasers. The moon sets this morning at 11:34 a.m. and the moon rise at 11:02 p.m. Yes, it's going to rise at 11:02 p.m. tonight. And then now for our marine conditions. The sea state is going to be slight today, which means it's not going to be as windy. Winds is going to blow from east to southeast at 5 to 15 knots, so it's a good time to be out in the waters as well. Kebab on the waters, catamaran, sailboat, who knows? Sounds like a lovely time. The tides, today's low is going to be 9:06 a.m. Today's high at 3:07 p.m. Another low at 8:16 p.m. later on tonight, and then tomorrow's high begins at 2:31 a.m. You could catch that if you're up after midnight, night owl, who knows? And so that is our eye on the weather for this morning. What we're going to do is we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we have some musicians in the house. We're going to be talking with them about new music. We're going to be playing some games. So get on the rhythm ready and stay tuned for the following segments. We'll be right back.
We at Fulltech Systems understand that technology isn't just a tool, it's a game changer. At home, smart devices and AI are revolutionizing daily life. In education, tech is making learning more interactive and accessible for students and educators alike. For businesses and government, it's driving innovation, streamlining operations, and unlocking growth, leveraging tech for better services, infrastructure, and security. At Fulltech Systems, we help you thrive with cutting-edge solutions, partnering with leaders like Dell, HP, Microsoft, APC, Fortinet, Cisco, and Tomy 8. We deliver the right products for your needs, whether it's boosting efficiency, improving customer engagement, or scaling operations. Connect with us and let's drive innovation together. Fulltech Systems, your technology center, where you come for the price, but stay for the service.
Are you ready? This Monday, August 18th, the Open Your Eyes Country Tour is coming to you live from Cajal Pet Resort in San Ignacio, Cayo, where we'll bring the vibes, the culture, and the stories that make this jewel shine. Come meet your favorite hosts, showcase your local business, Enjoy live music, food, crafts, giveaways, and be part of the spotlight. It's a day to celebrate culture, explore history, and shine a light on the Cayo District like never before. Open Your Eyes Country Tour, powered by Digi. Don't miss it.
This is the new era of the Mexican Caribbean. A whole spectrum of colors and hues, multi-dimensional cuisine, holographic beaches. The true new era is within you.
Cayo, are you ready? This Monday, August 18th, the Open Your Eyes Country Tour is coming to you live from Cajal Pet Resort in San Ignacio, Cayo, where we'll bring the vibes, the culture, and the stories that make this jewel shine. Come meet your favorite hosts, showcase your local business, enjoy live music, food, crafts, giveaways, and be part of the spotlight. It's a day to celebrate culture, explore history, and shine a light on the Cayo District like never before. Open Your Eyes Country Tour, powered by Digi. Don't miss it.
My name is Leomar Langzert and I'm a teacher and I bank with Belize Bank Independence Branch. What I enjoy is the safety features that the app offers. I have a sense of not having to worry or be concerned about somebody finding my password and username to sign in the application because of the use of the one-time password. And another feature that I love, that I use the most, is how the app synchronizes with my fingerprint on my device. I enjoy the rapid and easy, seamless process to apply for loans through the Belize Bank, and I don't have to be having too much back and forth to visit or take time to visit the bank. They also start to offer the online applications through the app for loan applications, which I believe is very neat. I would definitely recommend Belize Bank to other teachers because one of all the features and advantages that the app offer, with these online that Belize Bank offered, is basically everything that you can do in the palm of your hand. So I would definitely recommend the bank to other teachers.
Coming up, the best of Barbados and more at Carifesta 15. International interns enjoy breakthrough opportunities. History with a side of salsa. Yes, we're in San Juan. Community programs in Dominica receive a major boost. The home base with all you can ask for.
It's all next on this station.
Oh man, one more scroll and my data is done.
Wait, who said anything about running out? Smart just dropped a more powerful plan that now includes social media data so you can scroll till your fingers cramp.
Enjoy free social media data now included in our Flex Choice and Select postpaid plans.
Visit any Smart showroom to sign up today because connectivity just got even better. Smart, bringing people together.
Welcome back. Thank you for staying tuned with us. This is our second conversation, maybe third. We're just keeping the show rolling. And we have joining us on set artist, Miss Nicole Craig,
Hello.
as well as manager, Mr. Lucian Fitzgerald. One of them no strangers to this morning show. Sometimes they're here in different capacities, but
Wearing
today
different hats.
they're here as music industry reps, stakeholders. They're artists and managers, so love it.
Put
Love
respect
it.
on their names.
Multiple roles.
Yes.
Good morning.
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 It's a pleasure to have both of you on set.
Thanks for having us here.
Nicole, you are set to release your album how did we get here?
You add some words. It's how I got here.
How I got here. No, we.
Not as a group.
What does that have to do with you, Bob?
How I get here.
Hi, H-I-G-H. How
Right.
I got here.
Yes, so I thought about it, and that's what I gathered as well. Just based on the album title, because there's some full stops at different locations, right? So I kind of deciphered the thing.
Okay.
Question.
Yes.
How did you get here?
I drive. Yeah, well, the album literally is talking about a journey. And so, you know, although it started off not intentionally to become a body of work, it was just writing about thoughts, about feelings, about experiences, and then at a certain point it became this should be something. And so once it became intentional, it really started to take that story shape of the journey that one may experience from toxic love and healing out of that, and then moving on to a more peaceful place with yourself first, and then being open to new love that's healthy. And so it kind of came from the question of, what does that journey look like for someone, knowing that everybody's journey is different. It will not look the same for everyone. So what I experience may not be what you experience, but I think what we all have in common is when we're feeling low or feeling sad or feeling confused, we need some help navigating that.
Yeah.
And not everybody has therapy. Not everybody has friends that will give you good advice. Some people have to figure it out themselves, and so that's a hard, mentally taxing journey to go through. And so I think sharing something like this, the point is to connect to people so that they could feel that you're not alone when you have a struggle. You're not alone when you're going through something, and the fact that you may not have the easiest time making it out, don't be hard on yourself.
But how intimidating is that, to show that level of vulnerability? You know, I mean, you are considered a public figure. People have followed your journey as a musician, love your voice, but sharing these harder parts of one's life could be really intimidating and challenging, especially when you are putting yourself out there for judgment, even in some cases.
Well, I think what makes it real is the fact, well, that answered my own question. It makes it real to people, because I don't think that I am the only one who's had a hard time in life. I'm not the only one who's ever had a hard time trying to navigate relationships. I'm not the only person who made bad choices in life. And so I think the judgment would be kind of wrong, because you had a hard time at some point with something too, didn't you? And so I feel like that's what would make it resonate with people. The fact that we are more alike than we think.
Your album rollout has been fabulous. I think, I don't know who came up with the idea of utilizing social media the way that you guys have done that.
I broke, that's why. I don't got money for that all over the
I
place.
love your sense of humor as well. Let's talk about it, okay? Like, this is what the people love. But the way that you've been able to allow certain persons to have that listening experience ahead of time to share what it has meant to them, I think is great. And I'm using that as the start of my question, because I think in this era that we are in with social media, you kind of see artists either do one of the other. They reserve themselves. They don't really want to give you that personal insight into who they are. And then there's the other side where you get to really see that authentic personality the way that you are showing. What's the strategy involved when it comes to presenting yourself as an artist?
If I told you I'm making it up as I go, you might laugh. But I think a lot of it comes down to just me being ready. Like, I've been singing for a very long time, but I spent a lot of that more in the background and more just supporting people, writing for people, doing background vocals for people. And for various reasons, I did not really want to be in the front. But I think because I found purpose in what I was trying to do with this, it was kind of important that I get behind it and I stand 10 toes down behind it.
I also want to pose that question to Lucian, because we've had you on the couch several times, and you've spoken to, you know, these strategies involved when you're an entrepreneur, a business owner, a budding entrepreneur, and this is a business. Music is a business. And you showing up as a manager, I imagine you had a lot of tricks of the trade to use as well.
Honestly, Nicole is very easy to work with. That's the first thing. I think Nicole is not giving herself enough credit for how she thinks. She's a very strategic thinker. So she came to me with these ideas. I'm like, let's go for it. So for example, when she came up with the idea, let's reach out to other people in the industry or around the industry or in the industry adjacent to review the album, I'm like, let's go for it. There is nothing more great or greater than a third-party recommendation for this album. Nicole has put in a lot of work already, so the foundation has already been there. Nicole also knows what she wants. So she pushes back. So when I would say this, she knows how to push back. And that's very healthy in this type of industry, because in an industry where people see you from the public spectrum, I mean, you guys go through this as media personalities. They see you, but they don't necessarily know you know you.
But they feel like they know you.
And so they feel like they know you. Nicole advocates for her voice, and she does that fiercely. She's often misunderstood in the very industry that she works in because she advocates for herself. So the strategy behind it is, let's get as much collaboration as possible needed to get this done, as well as, you know, we had people for free. We had their cell phone, and we kept chatting as we go. It's social media is very experimental, and I think I said that on this set already. You have to experiment with multiple things. Stepping back into the music industry as a manager, not necessarily as an artist, but as a manager, understanding their perspective.
But knowing what they might be feeling too.
Trust me, and you have to understand, an artist is emotional about their art. And so you have to navigate that as well. I'm very business minded. No, this might not be the best decision, but she's like, well, I want it out. And I'm like, it's not time yet, darling.
Well, I had a whole thing about that. This album, this August 17th, that was me like, I refuse to have this album not out any longer. Like, that mean literally like me, I refuse.
All right, so the album is going to be launched on August 17th.
Right.
And finally, what we've been anticipating will be made public.
Yes.
Talk a bit about the launch and what will surround the launch.
Well, one thing I wanted to do was give people something to enjoy other than just the music. I've noticed a lot of times when music comes out, we put it on YouTube, we put it on Spotify, and it's hard to build momentum up to that and after that. And so what I wanted to do was build momentum towards that, and then when it comes out, we have something to actually consume. So we filmed a concert, we filmed an interview, and we created sort of like a program, I guess, that people can watch on August 17th that will be on YouTube and on Facebook, like the premiere feature. So you can, whenever we upload it, which is probably tomorrow.
No, it's going to be launched on Sunday at 8:30 p.m.
That's right.
Okay.
Sunday 8:30 p.m. But the album will be available for listening on streaming platforms. No, the album will not be on YouTube. I think I have to educate the public here. When you stream an artist song on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, wherever it was, they do get royalties for it.
Negligible, but you get some.
But you get something. So I would say, like, go stream this album 15, 20 times.
With YouTube, you would get paid eventually from YouTube, but you have to definitely build a subscriber level. You have to build a number of watch hours, and it takes a while to get there. And so we're hoping that we're able to kind of generate that buzz towards maybe one or two places where people could find it. But also being aware that not everybody has those platforms, so I'm thinking of how to make it accessible in a way that could still, you know, benefit me as an artist. But yeah, we're really excited about the August 17th premiere, because it gives the person interested in my music something to watch, something to listen to, and then after that you can go stream the entire album. What we recorded, I was singing live. So you would not hear the studio versions in that concert. So now you have the opportunity to go back to the actual recording and listen to the studio versions of
So
those
just
songs.
to be clear, the launch will be a live event in terms of social media live. So you'll be live on Facebook, on YouTube.
On YouTube, right.
Right, and so people could really tune in from the comfort of their home.
And watch this
really,
concert and
I
interview.
think that's very creative.
Yeah.
What's the underpinning genre that you're writing here?
It's to me, I think it's a mix of things. So I have R&B songs, I have a reggae song, I have sort of a Caribbean type, Afrobeat type song. I have pop sounds. It's a mix. It's a mixture of songs. I think what was important for me was because I was capturing moods and emotions, that the music and the lyrics blended.
Yeah.
So it was more about what am I trying to convey, what emotion am I trying to convey, and what sound would best convey that.
I see on social media that that you already have people out there reviewing the album, right? And I think that's public. And if I could put out a little secret, I got an opportunity to review the album as well. Let me just say, high recommendation, folks. Super high recommendations. The first thing I thought, and I hate to be like this, but the first thing I thought was, this are Belizean? For real? Right? I hate to be like that, but just because of the level and the quality of production, I don't know that we're used to, and it's sad, because we should all be used to that level from our very own. And you poured your heart out in this one. Like, we're talking about vulnerability. I feel somebody song personally. I said, man.
Because you feel it too.
No worries, Sab. I will get to the link.
This is me giving, and then the reggae vibes, it really brings me home. And that's as much as I will say about what I've heard, but I highly recommend.
Well, I will also say that Nicole has successfully elevated music in Belize.
100%.
Once you listen to this album, your palette is going to be cleansed, and it's going to be opened up into something new brand that you never thought possible.
I like how she said, oh wow, like she don't know already.
No. I
Butterflies never see their wings. I always remember that. And so sometimes when I'm saying these things, she's like, oh wow, and I know because she doesn't see it in herself. But Nicole, the process of making an album is writing, composing, building the beats, actually recording the songs, then as well post-production, getting it edited, making sure it's stacked, layered, and then the arduous task of getting it mastered. Well, in this case, we had to remaster everything, and so that in of itself, that had been a long process. So her producing the album, on the front facing, she has been writing for 10 years and or more on this album, but the production part of it is like 4 or 5 years it took to get everything done.
Wow. Do we have a preview? Is the producer saying that we have a preview? Are you going to? Can you grace us with?
And if we don't have, could we hear something perhaps
well, you can
from
play
you?
Rest of My Life.
Okay. Play Rest of My Life. All right,
okay.
So maybe we could queue up that because
it's on YouTube.
Oh, it's on YouTube.
Yeah,
all right, good,
Nicole
good. So
featuring J-Cast, Rest of My Life.
all right, good. All right, good. So you've heard it. You could go on YouTube. Rest of My Life. Nicole Craig, J-Cast. All right, folks. So August 17th, album launch, available at 8:30 p.m. on streaming platforms.
So the streaming platform is from midnight. So set your alarm at midnight. Get up, listen to it. So Spotify, I know we're on Spotify and Apple Music. Check all your streaming platforms.
And your name
right
on
it's
Nicole Craig.
Okay. Nicole Megal. That's
Nicole Craig. And then the live, what we call How I Got Here Live, premieres on Facebook and
at
YouTube
8:30.
at 8:30 p.m.
Excellent.
Fantastic.
Now we haven't seen all of Miss Craig for this morning show because we do have a challenge for you in the next segment.
She's been in the music business for a long time, so we'll test her knowledge on some music a little bit later.
I hope I don't fail.
No, you won't. But what we're going to do right now is we're going to take a quick break, and we will be right back with more Open Your Eyes. Stay tuned.
You'd ever be mine, but your heart knew what to do. Could never be no one but you. Everyone else was passing time.
Are you ready? This Monday, August 18th, the Open Your Eyes Country Tour is coming to you live from Cajal Pet Resort in San Ignacio, Cayo, where we'll bring the vibes, the culture, and the stories that make this jewel shine. Come meet your favorite hosts, showcase your local business, enjoy live music, food, crafts, giveaways, and be part of the spotlight. It's a day to celebrate culture, explore history, and shine a light on the Cayo district like never before. Open Your Eyes Country Tour, powered by Digi. Don't miss it.
Use B-Bucks to purchase items at any Benny's location. Spend B-Bucks on items in-store after you have earned them. You can give or transfer B-Bucks to another B-Bucks member or registered charity. To learn more, visit our website at www.bbucks.bz. Remember, loyalty is always rewarding with B-Bucks. Brought to you by Benny's. Quality and savings.
Promotional presenta Los Cumbia Kings. Los Cumbia Kings en concierto. Este 30 de agosto en el Estadio del Pueblo, Universe Belize. Los Cumbia Kings en vivo.
No tengo dinero, nada que dar.
No te pierdas el concierto del año que te hará bailar como nunca. General 150, VIP 200 y Platino $350. Boletos a la venta en la aplicación QuiPass, disponible en Android y iPhone. También con Orindrag con cuellos, Shell One Stop, María's Café, Lifestyle Beauty Salon y WSK Call Center al 611-3677. Amor Turquesa, Boutique Belmopá. Gracias al patrocinio de
BTV, Mechas, Cuellos, Lock and Loaded, Mark Production, Quick Pass, Lighthouse,
Instituto Nacional de Cultura e Historia y Smart Belize.
There's so many different factors which can impact on your digestive system because there's a very strong connection between your intestinal tract and your central nervous system or your brain. So your digestive system is sometimes referred to as your second brain, your second nervous system, because the connections are very strong between the two and one can impact it very heavily on the other one.
A message that I want persons to take away is that food is to be enjoyed, but because of the high risk of non-communicable diseases in our region, we're finding that food plays a factor in contributing to that. And if we can start by cutting down even the starchy foods, that makes a difference.
Be viewing Caribbean Medical TV on this station.
Oh, yo, what's up, bro? This Western Union mom's a little money using DigiWallet. Uncle in the States pays me too, same app using DigiWallet. Bro, this is too easy. I can do this from anywhere. No lines, no hassle, just easy. All right, gotta run, bro. Take it easy.
Welcome back to Open Your Eyes. We are continuing our conversation, and we're actually joined by a guest this morning that is no stranger to you guys, but definitely one that we are happy to have here. Bella Zabane, Bella Zabane, and she is our Miss Universe Belize. She was recently crowned. How long ago? It feels like forever already.
No, it doesn't.
It feels so for me.
It's been a month and a half.
A month and a half
6 weeks.
only.
Almost to the day.
Okay.
I imagine it's been crazy hectic since then, Bella. You've been all over the country. We've been following your journey very much still. But tell us, what has it been like?
It has been no shortage of here, there, and everywhere. I think Maya, because they're one of my sponsors for travel, is getting sick of me.
No,
they see me like every 2 days. But it's been home, Belize City, down in Toledo. We're going up to Corozal and Orange Walk today. It's just been super, super busy, but very rewarding and very fun.
What are you doing when you're traveling?
I've been doing photo shoots, I've been doing appearances right now. So last weekend and this weekend, I'm doing my nationwide school tour that's being partnered with the Ministry of Education, Next Gen, Pink Boutique. They all make it happen. And we're giving away school bags, but also doing confidence camps for the kids who come to receive bags. And it's all part of what's going to be made into my Voice for Change video.
Why are these things important to do when you're in this capacity?
Well, I think the school tour specifically, I love children, and so being able to meet with children is really special, and being able to meet the needs of families. So through Project Royalty, we do that through giving gowns, and now we're shifting and doing it through giving school bags to set the students up for success. I've always been very passionate about education, even though for some time I didn't think I would go past an associate's degree. Now getting a master's, I know the importance that education can have on children. And so to be able to encourage them to step boldly into the new school year with confidence and with grace, but also have them have the tools to do well is really special. And so I'm really grateful for the people who have collaborated with us to make it happen.
And confidence camps on its own just sounds interesting. I mean, when we think summer camps, nothing in that really comes with confidence. But tell us about that element of what your tour has been like.
Yeah, so it's a curriculum that I've had and have had to tweak here and there just depending on who I'm talking to and what age. But similar to what I've talked about on the show before, confidence can really make a difference in your life, especially if you don't understand the ins and outs of confidence. So I've really had to dial it down to like grassroots confidence, because I am talking to kids who are from 5 to 12 years old. So it really is making it basic. But we talk about confidence and creativity, because when creativity levels drop, confidence levels drop. And we talk about confidence in transition, because people are afraid of change sometimes. And I know that in school, going into a new school year, sometimes with new students, new teachers, all of that can really cause anxiety for students. And so I want to be able to show them how confidence can change that dynamic for them. But then also talking about like inherent value. These kids are valuable because they were born and they exist, and so they're worthy. And a lot of kids don't feel that way. And so I want to be able to show them that. And so one of my analogies is actually taking a piece of money and like crumpling it and stepping on it, and you still want the $20 bill after it's been beaten and broken, because it's still $20. And so I want the children to understand, don't necessarily compare yourself to a $20 bill, but people could talk about you the most terrible ways and have like awful opinions of you, but that doesn't define you. You are worthy and you are valuable, and nobody can take that away from you.
One of the things that we had noted following your victory was the viral moment you had on social media with your ketchup and garnaches, right?
Yeah.
Do you have any other weird or controversial food preferences that might not be the same as others?
Food preferences?
Or condiment preferences, maybe? You put ketchup on panades?
No, that's not right. I know it's a controversial one, but like pigtailing and hudud, that's how we do it in the South. People get really upset about that sometimes. I personally don't even eat hudud all that often, but if I do, I prefer it with some pigtail. Yeah. What else?
No.
I don't know. I don't really have very many weird food preferences. I think from an outside looking in perspective, like international people would be like, you eat salbutas? What is salbutas?
Yeah.
Because they're unaware. But for us, that's normal.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't call them weird food preferences.
Right.
The garnaches one, that's a one-off thing. That's really like, The North versus the South.
It seems to be such a big controversial topic here in this country, but I want to quickly run through what your preparation is looking like because November is supposed to be the big month for you. Talk to us about what that preparation is looking like right now.
Well, actually, excitingly enough, on Tuesday morning, bright and early, I fly out to LA, and I'm going to be doing most of my prep there. So walking, talking, hair and makeup, the photo shoots, all of that is happening in LA so that I can bring the skills and the tools that I learn back home and continue practice from there.
It's so interesting that you said you'd be doing additional training because in my mind, I thought, you already ready? You won the one here in Belize. You did the training before. You've been training, I feel like, for about a decade for this. What additional training are you getting to prepare for that final night?
Well, I want to start by saying that I'm a firm believer that practice doesn't make perfect. It makes progress and it makes permanent. So for me, as much as I've practiced and as much as I was able to master the stage here in Belize, you can never be too prepared. And when you have a routine, you can't just whip it up on stage. You have to know what you're doing so that you can do it to the best of your ability. So what more training do I need? Need and require are, I think, two different things. So what do I need? I could probably fine-tune my public speaking ability just a little bit. I don't need necessarily walking training, but it helps. There are always things you can refine. Nobody is perfect, and we want to get as close to perfection, because I do in fact plan on making history, so that will be really fun. But I'm just excited for how I get to grow through this process and through the training, because I know there's ways I can be better.
You said that you plan on making history, and I think that's the closing statement that we can wrap up this conversation with. A lot of people who have followed your journey from the point of sharing your interest to be the next Miss Universe Belize to the point where you are now, recognize you as really having that strong possibility of either placing or really putting us on the map in a bigger way.
Yeah.
Do you feel that you will make it on that night?
I feel that I will do everything in my absolute power to make it happen. I obviously can't guarantee because it's not up to me. If it was up to me, I mean,
well, if it was up to all of us, you would have been crowned before the pageant.
Exactly. But I will make sure that I am just as competitive as all of the powerhouse countries. One thing people know about me is I go big or I go home, and I don't plan on going home. So I really want this to be a year that Belize can see how pageantry makes impact, but how rallying and supporting a queen can really drive her to success.
And how can we support you? Please let us know, because we might not have all the cash to give you to send you, but I know in pageantry, a big deal is simply liking some of these big posts online, sharing, commenting, just putting a Belize flag more than Philippines. We feel that we just want to be better than the Philippines or these other big powerhouse pageant countries.
Right. I will say, I've never been one to beg for followers, but what's really just fact about this organization is that it's a business. They all are. And so when you're at Miss Universe, the girls who have more followers get picked because it's free advertising for the brands that you're doing shoots with. So if we can get as many followers as possible, that's a huge step in the right direction, because the more exposure I have, the more eyes see me. The more eyes see me, the more positive opinions we have, and the more positive opinions, the more the judges will be waiting. Because if Belize is bringing something, then we're gonna wait for her. We wanna see what she's gonna bring to the table.
And in this case, of course, I followed Bella from the moment I
do
saw her.
as well, so that's a start.
All right, there you go. And we're talking in this case, Instagram, yes?
Yeah, I mean, all platforms. All platforms.
All right, so what's your handle on Instagram?
My handle,
and all the other platforms?
Well, I'll start with Facebook. Facebook is just Bella Zabane.
Okay.
It's really simple and easy. Instagram is Bella E Zabane. My middle name is Esther, so Bella, the letter E, Zabane. And then TikTok, I think, is like Isabella Zabane 1 or 0 or something. A lot of people follow me on TikTok because I make really funny dancing videos. People will come up to me and be like, "You that a gal made a punta on TikTok too?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's
You know
me."
what? When we have you back, we need to see those punta skills.
You know what? We could do a preemptive November 19th celebration
That's
before
what I'm
I
talking
leave.
about.
Yeah,
That is what I'm talking about. You know what? We'll hold you to it, Bella. Thank you so much. All right. We take a quick break now, but don't go anywhere. When we come back, if you're in the feeling of celebration, we have just the person for you. TR Shine will be joining us when we come back.
And sound from Iowa, the brand that offers you affordability and exceptional quality. Iowa has a wide range of exceptional products to choose from, such as TVs, speakers, headphones, home appliances, and much more at affordable prices that won't break the bank. Enhance your audio-visual entertainment experience with Iowa, and for your convenience, parts are readily available in country for hassle-free maintenance. You can find Iowa products at your local electronics store countrywide. Choose Iowa, the best in home entertainment and household appliances.
Vote for your favorite KTV contestant by texting the number of votes followed by a space, then your contestant's number, and send it to Smart Code 585. Here are this week's contestants.
Yes, love changes everyone. Live or perish in its flame. Love will never let you be the same.
When we dance, you have your way with me. Stay with me, sway with me. Other dancers may be on the floor, dear, but my eyes, they see only you. Only you have that magic technique. When we sway, I go weak.
Since you push my life aside, I'm out of my head, hopelessly devoted to you. Hopelessly devoted to you. Never be enough. Tons of gold are still too little. These hands could hold the world, but it'll never be enough. Never be enough.
Remember, voting ends on Sunday at midnight, and don't forget to tune in every Tuesday at 8 p.m. only on Greater Belize Media.
My name is Leomar Langsert and I'm a teacher and I bank with Belize Bank Independence Branch. What I enjoy is the safety features that the app offers. I have a sense of not having to worry or be concerned about somebody finding my password and username to sign in the application because of the use of the one-time password. And another feature that I love, that I use the most, is how the app synchronizes with my fingerprint on my device. I enjoy the rapid and easy, seamless process to apply for loans through the Belize Bank, and I don't have to be having too much back and forth to visit or take time to visit the bank. They also start to offer the online applications through the app for loan applications, which I believe is very neat. I would definitely recommend Belize Bank to other teachers because one of all the features and advantages that the app offer. With these online that Belize Bank offered is basically everything that you can do in the palm of your hand. So I would definitely recommend the bank to other teachers.
our game show. I'm your host, Sabrina Daly, and we are calling this one Artist versus Artist. This morning, I am joined by Nicole Craig. You just met her earlier, but we also have in-house with us the Carnival King himself, the soca, the Belize Soca King, T.R. Shine.
That's right.
And honestly, I'm really excited for this showdown because the question is, how well do you know music? You guys have been in the business for a long time. You don't need to say how long. You don't need to age yourselves. But this is how it's going to go. There are going to be pictures on screen with an artist, international artist, local artist, Belizean artist, whatever you want to call it. It could even be painters.
Okay.
And they have to identify these artists by name, and they have just about 3 seconds to sing a part of a song from them. We are going to determine who goes by the buzzer sound. And I am here because I'm fun. No, I'm kidding. I'm going to tell you who buzzed first. So we start now, round one. All right, first artist up.
No.
I can already tell.
They look like Elvis Presley.
These artists here have no experience.
No, don't say that.
Not with this particular individual.
This is not our era.
Not with this particular individual.
Guys, you're supposed to know from all the way when King Hatchet was a hammer.
I don't lie. That's not a lie.
All right, let's go. We are going to skip this one. All right, that was
a tie.
That was TR Shine. Point, go. You have
Alicia Keys.
Okay, let's hear a song. And please sound good.
Jesus Christ, hold on time. Remember
Yo, you gotta have, you don't know an Alicia Keys song in 3 seconds? 1, 2, 3. Nicole, you get to redeem yourself.
All right.
Name of artist?
Alicia Keys. I just want you close where you can stay forever.
Ooh, dang, bro, that sounded good. All right, moving things along. Round 3.
She was not
Point for you.
That's why. Stevie Wonder.
All right, dang, let me tell you that you got the. Okay, continue.
I don't even know the man's song either.
Okay, well, all right, you have another chance to redeem yourself, Nicole.
Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful?
Dang, girl, you're good. TR, what's going on, man?
I don't know. Listen, I'm soca. I stay around.
I need you to be all around. I need you to be an all-arounder, okay?
All right.
We
Let me try
continue.
again.
All right, next artist. Don't embarrass me now.
She died just recently. Tina Turner.
I need you to do the head bob too, okay?
I don't know.
You got this.
Go. What is?
You got this.
Cheese. Lord have mercy.
Oh my gosh, 3 seconds gone. Let's go.
What love got to do?
There we go.
Got to do
That was on the mind just now. That was on the mind. I told you were gonna win.
TR Shine, do we need to have a conversation?
I believe so.
Okay, let's go. Let's continue. Next round. All right,
Johnson.
All right, let's go.
You got this.
Janet. She sung a song that damn, bro. My brain ain't clicking that good.
Okay,
today. I'm sorry,
so
I just know the artist.
Nicole, you have another chance to redeem yourself, but I will say, just by the look of it, your brain also looks cloudy.
Everywhere I go, every smile I see, I know you are there.
Okay, it's all female.
Producer, are we correct?
So you know it.
Together again.
Now, I will tell you this, we did not give these artists any of the artists that would be displayed on the screen.
Okay.
So what you're seeing here is just them being put on the spot. Let's continue.
You're the 4 up, my girl.
You the buzz before you even know.
Because I know if face I watch him on karaoke. I mean, I watch him on AGT, he may boss on
KTV
AGT.
too?
No, I wish he may come on KTV. You go ahead, take it. I
You
still
know.
remember his song neither.
She will be loved, beauty queen of only 18.
Name though?
Adam Levine.
Okay, great.
I know all the
Also,
faces
he's
except
also in Maroon 5.
Yeah, Maroon 5, yeah.
All right, let's go. Continue.
Give me 1 minute, this one try.
All right, don't embarrass me right now.
TR, go to TR.
Okay.
Heal the world, make it a better place.
Yes.
Name?
Michael Jackson.
Okay, great.
Yes.
Right, point for TR.
1 to 4.
I could just feel a celebration. Let's continue.
Oh, that's
Okay.
it?
All right. Well,
You
it
win.
sounds like we have a winner already, but I will say Both of you made this a really, really fun experience. TR, we will be having you back in just a short moment because TR said, watch that is soca man, okay? I mean, producer, why did we not see a soca artist on the screen is the question. Anyways, I digress.
That's true.
This has been really fun. Nicole, always a pleasure. Again, we want to remind you to stream her latest album, How I Got Here. And also stay tuned to her live unveiling of the album as well on Sunday. It's also called How I Got Here Live. But we'll take another quick break, and when we come back, we have more entertainment for you. TR Shan's going to be back. He's going to be taking you all on a soca celebration. We'll be right back.
Josetón presenta Los Cumbia Kings. Los Cumbia Kings en concierto. Este 30 de agosto en el Estadio del Pueblo, Universe Belize. Los Cumbia Kings en vivo.
No tengo dinero ni nada que dar.
No te pierdas el concierto del año que te hará bailar como nunca. General 150, VIP 200 y Platino $350. Boletos a la venta en la aplicación Quipass, disponible en Android y iPhone. También con Orindrag con cuellos, Shell One Stop, María's Café, Lifestyle Beauty Salon y WSK Call Center al 611-3677. Amor Turquesa, Boutique Belmopá. Gracias al patrocinio de
BTV, Mechas, Cuellos, Lock and Loaded, Mark Production, Quick Pass, Lighthouse,
Instituto Nacional de Cultura e Historia y Smart Belize.
Vote for your favorite KTV contestant by texting the number of votes followed by a space, then your contestant's number, and send it to Smart Code 585. Here are this week's contestants.
Yes, love changes everyone. Live or perish in its flame. Love will never, never let you be the same.
When we dance, you have your way with me. Stay with me, sway with me. Other dancers may be on the floor, dear, but my eyes, they see only you. Only you have that magic technique. When we sway, I go weak.
Since you push my life aside, I'm out of my head, hopelessly devoted to you. Hopelessly devoted to you. Never be enough. Towers of gold are still too little. These hands could hold the world, but it'll never be enough. Never be enough.
Remember, voting ends on Sunday at midnight, and don't forget to tune in every Tuesday at 8 p.m. only on Greater Belize Media.
I never seen a carnival like this. Watch the girl them turn and twist. All these fans down on the road. Uno ready out there? 2020 25 carnival, yo, we fly high. Cause we stronger together, roll tight. Cause we rising forever. Turn up the song them louder. Cause we come rock the crowd, yeah. And if we carnival for city out, yeah. Mash up the band them, show them your colors, every design, show every detail, ever divine. Show them your powers, show them your life. We getting stronger every carnival time. Oh, it's mass in this road, mass in this road. Yeah, it's mass in this road, mass in this road. Yeah, take a jump and wave. Show them way up there. Show them use the baddest fun. When you're winding out there, take a jump. Oh, oh, oh. We celebrate the anniversary. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Golden dreams, vibrant streets. Yeah. Put the flags in the air. This is Carnival Day. Oh, rise it, oh, rise it, oh, rise it in the air. Welcome to the Carnival. No, we just touching down. Watch the passy coming down from 1975. Oh yeah, we see the masqueraders on the road. Say when I was small. Oh yeah, watch the people run behind the big truck. Cause everybody gone in the street. Early Saturday morning, I dey up on the speaker top, jamming up on a yale. Watch how the girl them push that back, winding up on the big truck back. Wheel it up, then you bring that back, put that on top. Show them your colors, every design, show every detail, ever divine. Show them your powers, show them your life. We getting stronger every carnival. 1, 2, oh, it's mass in this road, mass in this road. Yeah, it's mass in this road, mass in this road. Yeah, take a jump and wave. Show them way up there. Show them use the baddest spot. When you're winding out there, take a jump. Oh, 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 oh. We celebrate the anniversary. Yeah, 50 years Belize, golden dreams. Yo, put your flags in the air. This is Carnival Day. Oh no, rise it, oh no, rise it, oh no, rise it in the air. Call up the song them louder. As we come up the crowd, yeah. And every carnival for city out, yeah. Mash up. Every carnival. Nothing no one stopping on at all. Rise and never fall. So we give them the uphill battle, sunshine and rainfall. Cause we gone in on this road march, mashing up on the judging point, and they up on it. Watch how we do it, yo. Watch how the gal them push that back, winding up on the big truck back, wheel it up then. Show them your colors, every design, show every detail. Show them your powers, show them your life. We getting stronger. 1, 2. Oh, it's mass in this road, mass in this road. Yeah, it's mass in this road, mass in this road. Yeah, take a jump and show them way up there. Show them use the baddest fun. When you're winding out there, take a jump. This is the greatest carnival.
Wow, that was so good. Oh my gosh.
Thanks very much.
We expected nothing less from you, TR Shine in the building, talking about Carnival celebrating 50 years. Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much, TR Shine, for joining us this morning.
Of course, of course.
We are wrapping up the show, but I want you to quickly talk about what this experience was like, putting this song together. Such a milestone for us here in Belize, and also just the perfect time celebrating our independence as well, our sovereignty.
You know, I've always maintained the same status quo, trying to be the best that I can in everything that I do, especially when it comes to the music and just naturally with my lifestyle, you know. I love fishing, I do everything that makes me who I naturally am. Upon getting the contract from NCC to do this song, it was also just me and Ernestine alone who got this contract. I worked tirelessly actually in that studio, night and day, figuring out the lyrics, putting them piece by piece and make sure that it makes sense. That's the main part about the song. It has to relate to people and make sense. Nevertheless, I always believe that good music, hard work outdo talent if talent don't work hard.
I agree. Say that again for TR.
Hard work outdo
hard work outdo talent if talent don't work hard. So God could bless you with the talent, but if you don't work hard, what are we going to be doing with it?
I appreciate seeing your growth over the years, TR Shine, and how you have excelled at your craft. I could bet on you on any international stage, and I know you want to bring it and that you want to mash up the place. What do you have going for you right now?
Recently I just wrote Young Brother's latest song. So, and I also wrote a song for Peter Ram. And this is something I do besides just doing music. I'm a songwriter.
Wow.
Last year I did Belgium, representing in the Antillean Festine, which is one of the biggest festivals for out there. That's one of the biggest, because there's many more. And I believe that sometime in the next year, maybe this year, we do another one. So, but there's a lot happening. I'm recently writing for Marshall as well too.
Wow,
wow, that's insane.
That's I've been working a lot with these international artists and producers and DJs. I mean, like, I'm not saying that I don't double home, because we got to double home.
Of course.
I recently penmanship to Yastale's latest song too.
Oh, nice.
Play.
Yeah.
And she delivered quite well. So guys, go and listen to her song as well, and make sure to go listen to her name. She was just here with us just now.
Yes, Nicole.
I have her on Alzheimer's sometimes.
How excited are you about this September celebrations? Getting on the road, participating in all the different events.
There's always a zeal, and I always try to make sure that I could always bring back the nostalgics, like what I mentioned on the thing yesterday, like Macaulay days. You know? Oh, bro. And this is just piece I wanted to hear. Because I have so many more lined up, but it's just like you can just throw everything on everybody.
I agree, you know.
So we could expect your power truck back this September.
Maybe this year. So come on, you
know what? One of the things I also really enjoy about your music is the story that it tells and the kind of instruction that it gives too. Because me and Paul are no dancer, but you cannot tell who what to do. So I appreciate that, you know.
Yes, man, of course.
It's fun, it's engaging, and it promises to really get anyone just moving. And so to support you, TR, I know that you're an artist, you're a songwriter, but we want to also continue to follow along your journey. How can we stream your music and just follow you online as well?
So I'm on all platforms. This goes to iTunes, Spotify, CD Baby, Tidal, wherever you just go. Type my name up and you can get my music. And also, y'all can now look out for some new videos from TR.
Okay, nice.
As it's been years, I haven't done some videos. But now it's going to be happening.
Excellent.
Right. Well, thank you so much for
thank
joining
you guys
us.
So much too, man.
Thanks for help bringing the carnival spirit and really the September celebrations that is upon us as well.
All right, we're going to do our little wrap up and then have you close us off with a song. So stay right here, right?
Of course, I'm right here.
All right. Well, as we wind things down, again, thank you to everyone who joined us this morning, and you guys for also calling in. That was really, really important for us, especially here on What the Friday. If you're celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to ya! And if you'd like to give a birthday shout out, or if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can send us an email at oie@channel5belize.com.
You can also catch us live on Facebook every weekday morning at Open Your Eyes BZ.
As well as Instagram for behind the scenes highlights. You might be seeing TR shine on our Instagram later this morning. You can check us out on OIE Belize. You can even call us or text us on our OIE phone number. That's 675-2555. But please, join us in Cayo next week, Monday. Yes, that's right. We're going to be on the road again for our country tour. And please, do us a favor and join us again when you open your eyes.
And start your morning right.
Until then, keep your eyes, your mind,
and your hearts open.
Have a wonderful Friday, a fabulous weekend, and we'll see you next time.
Back to you, TR Shine.
Yeah, man. All right, let me get the next song. This is the rhythm called Sinner's Rhythm. This is my song on the rhythm that I wrote for Young Brother. Wanna listen to this one, Carnival Man? Here we go. Boom! Mash up everything. Yo, them gyal are no comfy carnival. Them gyal are no bram. Them gyal are come mash up stage show like the effing band. Them already make a plan to take over the session. And when you check out the ratio, it's 1 man to 30 gyal. Get mad. Mad pan the road again. Trample the people's stage. Mash up the people's stage. You get rude. Trample the people's stage. Mash up the road. Ready, gyal. 1, 2. Push that back then, bend over, gyal. Push that back then, bend over, gyal. Push that back then, bend over, gyal. Bend over, gyal. Bend over, gyal. Push that back then, bend over, gyal. Push that back then, bend over, gyal. Listen me. Oh no, listen. Show them that you're ready for this. Show them that you're mad, gal. Show them that you're mad up. Anything we're mad, gal. Show them that you're ready for this. Show them that you're mad, gal. Show them that you're mad up. Any stage we're mad, gal. We jamming with an army, da gal. Them come to dash. Next track. I'm just giving you guys peace. Yeah, man, you know, and this one is called George and Philip. This is the latest currency that we have, right? Wanna listen? Turn me up on the song, yeah. Benzene a gated community. Key for the city with diplomatic immunity. Everywhere to touch another land fluently. Every youth feel rich, but we never boast them and have to drive out for the George and Philip. George and Philip, go for the money youth. George and flip it. Where we go? I'm Mr. George and Philip. The Queen done dead, so I George and Philip. George and Philip, stack the money high, cause a cars are living. Big up we hero them, we pass on living. Benz and be my for youth fi own one. Fly silver bird and pass through homeland. Man born fi rich, me not go dead a poor man. Nothing on me hand and me got no ties to no man. Offshore banking, IRS safi no man. Real estate, so we go buy a flown land. My grandmother say fi conquer flown grants. Go a studio, go bust side song, then I drive out. Fede, George and Philip. George and Philip, go for the money youth. George and flip it. See the money. George and Philip, the Queen done dead, so a George and Philip, get the money, get the money. A George and Philip, stack the money high, cause a cars are living. Big up we hero them, we pass on living. Light up a with the grabber hand. Come coffee petty cash in the grabber band. Coulda never steal a robber man. Come on full of gal but I know no ratatam. Money seat me sight, they come the money start to run. Money make for any hand, don't feel frisky, try fi come take it. Because the goat X19 was slew the lamb. Can't feed it, George and Philip. George and Philip, go for the money youth. George and flip it. I'm Mr. George and Philip, the Queen done dead, so a George and Philip, get the money, get the money. A George and Philip, stack the money high, cause a cars are living. Big up we hero them, we pass on living. Make the dollar now, me no follow man no. No, now watch me life and I make it bother yo. House on the hillside on the beachfront. Man, I feel done with the leak roof now. Where we gone for the George and Philip? Where we get the George and Philip? Stack the money high. Pass on living, big up we hero them. We pass on living.
Was brought to you by the Belize Bank, our country, your bank, and Smart, bringing people together.